Hey y'all, from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform where you can build a beautiful online presence and run your business. There are no hidden fees or price hikes, and all sites are optimized for mobile, and it is so easy to get started. You just pick out a design template and then use drag and drop tools to customize it and make it all your own. So head to squarespace.com/read today to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch your website, use offer code READ to save 10% off your first purchase. Let them know we sent you, and let's move on.
Hi. You may be surprised to know that great insurance is available for a surprisingly great rate. My mom told me that it's also surprisingly great that I made it through second grade, even though I look and sound a lot like my dad. With State Farm, you can get surprisingly great rates on your car insurance, and you don't have to even be special like my mom says that I am. She's the only person who says that, but that's why State Farm is so great, because they will treat me so special the way that I deserve. And yeah, when I play with my Pokemon cards and my Roblox, I know that State Farm will take care of my family and my mom's wallet, because she says she's a hard-working, independent boss that don't need my daddy or my neighbors, because they keep calling CPS. So State Farm is a good neighbor. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Bye, guys.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. This is another episode of it. Mm-hmm. I am Ashley Banks.
Oh, and I am Ashley Nicole Black, and this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you indeed for coming back to this show that we have on the show.
Yep, that's right.
This week in Black Excellence, we're going to be celebrating a young lady by the name of Kristen Hayden. She's a native of Hillsborough, New Jersey, and also the first Black woman to win a national diving title right here in the US of A. That's right, Black folk diving and winning titles for it. Not only that, but she won a national diving title for the USA Diving Winter Nationals, which means that she's Black diving and diving in the wintertime, bitch. Breaking all kinds of rules and expectations. So apparently Kristen was teamed up with fellow diver Quinn Henninger, and they teamed up for the mixed synchronized 3-meter springboard competition, and they scored a total 286.86 points, securing their victory. And this makes Kristen the first Black woman, like I said, to win a national diving title, and one of only 2 Black divers ever to win national titles, the other being Mike Wright, who won for the 1-meter springboard in 2012. So that's sickening. Kristen said, I don't think words can even describe the feeling. You read about people like that. You watch Serena Williams, Simone Biles, Simone Manuel. But when it's yourself, it's insane. I think the whole diving community is heading in the right direction. And I just want to be a good example for young Black Americans, or any minority really, for diving in the US. And you know what, folks? Swimming's fun. And there aren't enough of us who know how to do it. So
that's true. Much less dive. We definitely don't know how to dive.
Yeah. But you know what? When we wrote an entire song about wading in the water, we were fine with taking time away from it.
We said, actually leave us out of your water sports, and we don't do that. So only just
when you drug us across the waters.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some horrific things.
Excuse us if swimming's not our tea, girlfriends.
Right.
throwing us overboard and stuff. Yeah. But it's fine. Back. Yeah, here we are today.
Slowly but surely. And what's her name? Justine? Kristen Hayden. Yes. I don't know where I got Justine.
It's fine. It was closer than I would.
Congratulations to you, Kristen. Incredible accomplishment. You should be very proud.
Absolutely. Okay, so this week we're going to dive into the best that we can for our section of pop culture that we call Hot Tops. 'Cause I'm creaming on you Lord. Tonight, and my asshole is open so wide, and you know that there's no one that I would breed. I don't know what I'm doing. I really have not.
I cannot.
It's just been on the top. Anyways. Okay. So 50 Cent versus Madonna, part trois. However you say 3 in French.
That was perfect.
So these old bats are still fucking with each other for whatever reason and having fun doing it, probably. And so I think last week we talked about Madonna's response to 50 Cent's response to Madonna's BBL photo, her Wicked Witch BBL under the motel bed photo that she posted for everyone.
Oh yeah, it was so bad.
And so since then, 50 Cent gave a, half apology. I don't know which white person works at one of his shows that really stands Madonna, but they were not here for it, honey. And I'm sure that they sent him a lengthy email full of Vivo links to songs such as Like a Virgin, Jump, Vogue, and other Madonna hits. The one
I did not know Madonna had a song called Jump. That's brand new information to me. So, but never really been that big of a Madonna fan.
Jumping on the
Oh no! Only jump I know is Chris Cross.
I don't remember.
I don't know that at all.
I know she has a song
rhyme,
called
but they
Jump.
can't rhyme like this.
Isn't Jump on the one where she's on that album cover, bent over backwards, and she kind of looks like
Still don't know what you're talking about.
Chucky. She's like.
Oh, it is a song.
She's like that 70s show. She's dressed like she's on that 70s show, and then she's like doing kind of like a voguing dip, but like the way the white people do it.
Yep, that's exactly what this cover is. Confessions on a Dance Floor.
That.
Jesus, that was her 10th album. My God.
10th? That was the 10th one? Well, yeah.
Wow.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense. Been around for a long time, but yikes. Okay.
I just remember the back of it looks like the album cover looks like candy dots in the background. And then she's got on like some 70s, 60s ass outfit or something like that. And then she got on a Chucky wig and she's on the ground and she's bent over backwards. The way that a toddler would be like, look what I can do. And it's like, anybody can do that, bitch. Like, but you don't say that because they're two. But in your mind, you're like, I could be doing anything else with my time.
Apparently, this was a really popular album. I don't know it at all.
Oh, yeah, no, this album was sickening. But I don't remember a lot of it.
Looking at I was going to say,
fact, I thought this song was on a different one.
I know these songs.
Is this the one with Time Goes By So Slowly, so I'm done something. Yep, Hung Up. That's this one.
Don't know that either.
There are some white gays that put up with this show that are probably so pissed right now. And guess what? Stay that way, girl. Get into it.
Sorry. I know other white pop stars, but not.
I told you that's not even the thing. Is that's not even my like. I enjoyed. I think Ray of Light, and that's the extent of my Madonna. I mean, and then there's that one with a lot of Timbaland produced stuff on it. That was later.
Okay.
And I feel like she's dressed like She looked like Trish Stratus or something on the cover of that one, if I remember correctly. And then, whatever. So they're still talking to each other. She was like, she saw his fake apology, and then she posted something in a lace front on Instagram with the Disney Pixar Frozen eyes, because she just can't be herself. And she was like, delayed clapback for 50 Cent and his fake apology, clap, clap, clap emoji. I've been busy, better late than never, had some things I needed to say. Oh, wait. And then she was like, in the video, she's like, you're trying to shame me. You're trying to humiliate me. Your apology is fake. It's bullshit and it's not valid. An apology is valid if you don't know. Your apology is not valid if you don't know what you're apologizing for. What you should be apologizing for is your misogynistic, sexist, ageist behavior and remarks. So not all the way incorrect.
No, not at all. But
also,
no, I meant it.
when I'm looking in the filter, I'm looking at a filter that I would expect for an 11-year-old to use, as well as an Aubrey O'Day lace front. It's like, why don't you just speak to me? You know, like, why don't, because we're talking about something that's tea and something that someone should have said to this nigga a few summers ago. And I have to hear it from Elsa. I want both of y'all to just go do something. Like, I want both of you to just go and do something.
Yeah. She looks crazy. She looks like a Bratz doll in this video. Like, I would not have even been able to watch it because I can't. You actually look a little scary. Like, I don't fuck with dolls like that.
I mean, the doll face that she bought is like fine. It's
right. What's wrong with your actual? Like, I'm looking at
she just likes
picture
this
where
filter.
you look like the picture where you look like Erica Jane that you posted.
Oh
just
my
a
gosh,
couple
she do
days
be
ago.
looking like Erica Jane. Oh my god, that is like on the money.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
There's nothing wrong with this face. I don't get the point of the other one, but
I'm just like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are you doing this with the Disney emoji, Disney eye princess emoji?
Right.
It's all of this is strange. The fact that it's still happening is weird. The fact that he responded to it with this fucking Brady Bunch cubed grid of people doing the BBL photo. Yes, he was like, he posted a whole bunch of, I guess, people who also recreated her BBL under the bed, Wicked Witch of the Motel 6 video thing. And he's like, well, what a positive influence you are. I'm sorry, didn't work. Nigga, both like you're so get on your private jet and fuck off. And like you have a wealth of things. Don't you have things?
I mean, and are you really talking about positive influences right now? Because I would not say anything you've done ever, personally or professionally, was a positive influence on anybody else. So what was the point in that? Like I said, she was not incorrect with a lot of what she said about 50 Cent's criticisms of her. It's just one of those situations where I don't really like neither one of y'all. And so y'all going back and forth is nothing but entertaining. I don't have nothing against Madonna. I'm just not like a fan. So y'all going back and forth about, and then pictures was awful.
It's giving
really terrible.
It's giving when there was a Freestyle Friday and I really didn't care.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It wasn't Jen, so I wasn't tapped in.
Our Blind Fury. Anyways.
Oh God, what a mess.
What a throwback. Hey girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thursday. Oh shit, it's not. Damn, it could have been. It could have been. Someone will listen to this on a Thursday.
We'll just start recording on Wednesday nights again.
Yeah, why not? Chris Brown might be having another baby. The streets are speaking, girl. They're speaking loud, honey, and they're talking Chris' baby. So, the reason that this is a rumor, apparently, is because Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend, Diamond, who looks just like his last girlfriend, is pregnant at the moment. She looks gorge. Hope she's happy and healthy, as, you know, quote unquote, healthy as a pregnant person can be. Because, my God, do you know what it does to you? It destroys you. It destroys you. It takes root. It takes host of your body. And then it betrays you. Molecule by molecule. And then it fills your body with chemicals to make you forget about how much it sucks. So you'll do it again. Evil.
That's biology for you.
The point of the discussion, though, is that this very pretty girl is having a baby, and people are assuming that it's Chris Brown's baby because they know that she dated Chris Brown, even though apparently she doesn't date Chris Brown anymore. So, truthfully, if this was anybody but Chris Brown, I would be like, this could be anybody's motherfucking baby. But it's Chris Brown, so it's probably Chris Brown's.
Did she say something about Chris Brown being the baby daddy, or she didn't hint at it at all?
No. She just posted cute pictures with her baby, her pregnant belly, and she said, today was such a beautiful day. Thank you for showing my little one, and I so much joy. Family and friends. This, I guess, is like at a baby shower because she's pretty far along. Family and friends wouldn't be here without you. You know who you are.
Oh, Lord. So that's all the ambiguity y'all needed.
Either way, I'm reading here on Wrap-Up's website that you niggas, probably between the ages of 14 and 26, have been on the last baby mama's page aggravating her about it. So she's gotten to blocking your asses because she's got a 2-year-old. His son is 2. So she just had a baby with him not too long ago. And apparently there was some messy overlapping between this girl and the last one. So.
Oh, so she probably don't like this bitch no way.
Exactly.
She like, y'all need to leave me the hell alone.
Can you fuck off? Can you kindly fuck off? Can everyone fuck off? How about that?
That's what I would be saying. That would be me. Yeah. Well, I mean, it might be because Chris, but I was about to say who's the other one, but royalty, the icon.
Right. The living legend. Royalty, the dime.
Queen herself.
Yes.
Right.
Sickening diva.
Who has 1.1 million followers on Instagram. Why?
She has an Instagram? I didn't know she had her own Instagram.
And 1.1 million followers on. I mean, her mama runs it, but
Royalty. I mean, she should. Miss Royalty Brown, get in, divas. I live.
Come on, pose.
I live.
Pose, little girl.
I simply love it.
Picture,
cameos from the little brother.
Over her. Ooh,
oh yeah, his genetics are strong. Both of his kids look just like him. And I'm sure this next one will look like him as well.
I mean, yeah, if this is actually his baby.
Especially since the mamas all look like triplets.
Well.
Royalty's mama doesn't really look like the other two, but his last girlfriend and this girl Diamond look like sisters to me.
Oh my God.
I mean, they probably disagree.
How cute. Okay, well, good for him. Congratulations.
Well, congratulations and shout out to whoever this person is that's growing inside of you, Diamond, ma'am.
Yeah.
And I hope that they come out healthily, regardless of whoever helped make them. And I hope that they run around in this shithole that we call Earth and don't know how much of a shithole it is until there's no turning back. That's my wish for all little black and brown babies. Just stick it out until you have no choice but to know that the planet sucks. Usually, when they talk to you about, I don't know, SATs or bills or something.
I was gonna say it won't take too long. It'll be
really
probably within your first 15 years. You'll be like,
you're right about you're about right. It's when the hormones start dancing. Yeah. It's around 12. It's when it's like, oh, this is a fucking stain. Why? Right. Yeah. Why did this happen to me?
Y'all brought me here for what? I mean, but this is a blessing. Amen.
Yeah, congrats. That's so great.
Oh, her baby shower pictures are cute. What's the other baby mama's name?
Aiko?
No, Janae Aiko is not his damn baby.
No, girl. That's other people can have their name.
Chris Brown's second baby mama.
You just Google, well, how else you gonna find her?
I mean, and I bet you, right. First of all, and there it is, Amika Harris.
Oh, is that her name? Oh, the baby name is Echo. Echo.
Oh, you right. These girls do look. They look exactly alike.
I mean, literally, like.
Oh, Chris.
I mean, they
look
probably
tight.
spit in my face for the suggestion. I doubt they see it, but to
I
me,
don't know why.
who's
Both
looked at
of
each
both
them
of y'all
once.
are very, Instagram
This is
model,
tight.
beautiful. Yes.
This is
And okay. All right. Amika. Oh, this little boy
Isn't it cute?
cannot.
The kids are
Oh my
cute.
God. They are. Okay. Well, yeah, I see why she's mad, because her and old girl could be sisters.
But also, Chris Brown is your
Cousins
baby
even,
father.
like-
Like, how? What are you? Like, I mean, he looks like he's.
So apparently, so she's cool with the first baby mama.
Why not?
The second one is. I mean, I just didn't know it was drama between the second and the third.
Did they
But,
even?
the
Did him and
first
Chris
one-
ever even like? I mean, did the first baby mama and Chris ever even like date? Did they speak to each other?
Wasn't he like, I just got caught up. Like,
Did he ever have her number? Like, I don't even know that they.
isn't she much older too?
He
Isn't
literally
like-
popped up and was like, "I have a baby. She's 3." Like,
Yeah.
I don't. So why not?
Yeah. Well, she's on the other girl's Instagram in her comments and
Word.
stuff. So.
That's what I live for.
Yes, baby mama coalition. Okay, this leather egg chair. You better be rich. Good for her.
That's what that's if you're gonna do it like that. Do it like
Yeah.
Young Jock and Futures and all the rest of them rap nigga baby mamas, where they be posing like AKAs together. They have their own sign and Letterman's
Please.
and they go
Please,
to
not
Applebee's.
AKAs.
They go to Applebee's, get flaming hot boneless.
How pretty.
And keep it cute. That's
Okay.
the best case scenario, and that's what I want for everybody.
Yeah, true.
Drama at the Blac Chyna estate. Apparently she was accused of holding a white woman hostage at a Sheraton Grand Hotel in Sacramento after she threw a party on
What?
November 26th. The woman in question had a friend named Ron. Ronald claims that after a night of enjoying themselves and flowing drinks, that Miss Chyna was allegedly high on cocaine and out of nowhere yelled at Sir Ronald and his white homegirl and told them to both shut the fuck up, or she'd beat both of their asses. Right now, this tracks. And
Mhm. Yeah.
when they decided that it was time to leave, they claimed that Blac Chyna blocked them from leaving the door, and they were not permitted to leave until her team or somebody came downstairs and knocked on the door. There's video of this said team, this group of people coming, knocking on the door, it eventually opening up, Chyna being in what looks like a bonnet, and a red-faced white woman running out in literal tears and collapsing in an elevator, and while apologizing to her nigga friend about, I don't know, deciding to hang out with Blac Chyna for the evening. I don't.
My bad.
Everybody in this clip seems phased to me. It's like I don't know who was doing what, so I won't make any accusations because I don't fucking care. But I don't believe that anybody was sober in this situation.
Definitely not.
And I'm sorry. Like, she seems fine. It doesn't sound like anybody got hands put on them. I'm sure she was frightened because, woo, black woman. And
No.
coke and fueled rage. Coke and fueled? And
You just made it up. You just made it up. It's a word now.
the police said a dispute between two parties occurred, and the incident was resolved at the scene by all of the girls. No injuries were reported. The department is actively investigating. Bitch, they ain't actively investigating a motherfucking thing. Y'all pulled up and saw that the girls were lit and it's Blac Chyna. You were like, let's go before Harvey and the rest of the TMZ girls pull up.
Yep.
And we're done.
Exactly that.
And we're done.
Okay.
Thoughts?
I mean, No, I don't have any.
Well,
it all sounds completely plausible.
At every square inch
detail.
of it, each piece.
All of
the
it sounds
dark
like something
meat,
that likely
the
happened.
white meat, the biscuit, the mashed potato, all of it,
the
all
red
of
beans
it,
and rice.
the red beans and rice.
It all goes together.
All of it, every
the
piece,
strawberry pop, all of it. It's a meal.
The carrot cake, all of it is like
not the carrot cake, the Mardi Gras cheesecake. It's all there.
I mean, at this point, I'm hungry. So, speaking of Louisiana, Boosie is apparently an ordained minister, and he is offering his services of marrying you via social media, where he offers all of his services. So he used his social to show off a shiny identification piece by way of the Universal Life Church Ministries group. It says here that these are the credentials of ministry. This is to certify that the bearer hereof.
Oh my God. Please, you are completely off the mic.
On purpose. Like, you can literally see that I'm holding it away from me for effect.
Oh, I did not see that.
Oh, okay. Well, I was. But
now I do.
Sometimes it's
I can
funny
see
to
it
me.
now.
When
Yep,
it sounds
great.
like you're far away.
It's
Anyways,
amazing.
so this nigga talking about here's my card, girl. I'm a minister now because of course I am. And, if you want to get married, I'm offering my services, whatever the fuck, blank. Now it says here, according to what I'm reading, that he's charging anywhere between $75,000 to $100,000 US dollars.
Nigger.
United States tender.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. To get married by a nigga that don't drink water? I don't think so. I don't think so. A nigga who got ordained for free online, like anybody can do. You can Google get ordained online.
Now,
this church will probably pop up.
If you have decided that Boosie should be the person in charge of being of carrying on your wedding or your marriage, odds are you won't be spending that much on the wedding itself anyway, because I would expect that your auntie is making the centerpieces. I would expect that the food consists of flaming hot as well as spicy cheddar jack ruffles.
Some wings.
Okay, crusted over a fucking a casserole that is literally just imitation crab and Velveeta.
Don't do imitation crab. You know how niggas love it.
Oatmeal cream pies and zebra cakes for dessert.
Oh boy.
And Tampico. So the entire the meal itself, as well as the decor, $250 tops. But think of all of the other things you could do with $75,000. Is this nigga literally? Why am I asking? Of course he's out of his goddamn mind. What are you talking about?
He has to be out, like, because Boosie, who with a budget of $75K for the minister would choose to give that money to Lil Boosie? Who would do that? Nobody. Boosie's fans do not have that kind of money. I'm so sorry. And the people who do would spend it on somebody else. If I had $70K just for the minute, like, that's not including the venue,
the dress,
the tux, the food, decorations.
Lord,
limo,
are you getting, is someone doing your makeup and hair?
Right. Hair and makeup.
And we're just talking about one side. What is the groom doing? Like,
them niggas is down to the Men's Warehouse picking up they rentals. And
I truly believe that if you are someone who is sincerely and seriously interested in a Boosie minister inquiry, that you likely were not going to spend that much on your wedding anyway. But
Absolutely
as you
not.
just said, Crystal Jean, if you decided, you know what, I do have $75 to $100,000 tucked away that I'd love to use on this fucking wedding, why would you give it to Boosie? Why? There's so many other extravagant things that you could waste money on at a wedding. Why would you give it to the nigga who is literally just going to spend it on more honey buns, frosted honey buns to cut up and place inside of his cinnamon toast crunch? That's it. He's going to spend it on pussy and frosted honey buns.
He gonna put the fucking honey buns in the air fryer first, doing a little TikTok.
While you go back to work so you can tell your coworkers that this nigga who literally has not tasted water in decades, if ever.
No clue what that's like.
That he was the one who gave you away. I'm concerned.
I would. There's just, when you don't anticipate that you will ever actually have to perform these services, you can set whatever price you want to. Like, I could say it's $250,000 for me to marry you because I know good and damn well nobody is ever going to ask me to do that. So I just don't. I feel like somebody was like, yo, you can get ordained online, right? And he was high as shit. Like, he was probably drinking something illegal and was like, what? And then Googled it real quick. And when they emailed him his certificate, he got hyped. And that was that. I don't think he actually thinks he'll ever be officiating anybody's ceremony.
To your point, I sincerely believe that I want to say 70 to 80% of Boosie's existence is a cloud of weed smoke and a circle of niggas giving him bad ideas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
You saw that video with Mike Tyson.
I agree. I believe that this nigga literally sits at home smoking the best weed that he can buy.
Yeah.
Okay. Eating Takis and drinking chocolate milk.
Just with a little Andre.
Figuring out a new way to get banned.
Yep.
This is just the latest. This is fun for some of y'all. So, you know what?
Yeah.
Have at it.
I mean, we're all laughing. We're all laughing because
I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. So it's just a big joke. Thank you for the laughs.
Yeah, why not?
It's not happening. Nobody's doing that.
Honestly, I assumed at first that the nigga just did this so that he could tell gay niggas that they couldn't get married by him or whatever and make a, You know how conservatives love to flex their ability when they have it in the right state of being like, no, fag, I actually won't give you a wedding cake. I won't make you a wedding cake. And I wish you would say something to your glad friends about it, bitch. Because right here in good old America, bitch, I can make whatever goddamn cake I want to. I can make buttercream. I can make red velvet cake. I can make even a good old-fashioned pound or a pineapple upside down on a field basket. But what I won't make is your silly, nasty, Democrat, liberal fag cake. I'm not making any blue herd and fag cakes for any of you or your goddamn lesbian friends, Hussy.
That's right. I don't do dyke desserts, so don't ask. Keep that shit over.
I thought that was the energy, but whatever. Guys, have a great time. Speaking of ignorant niggas, the baby was performing at Rolling Loud this past week in San Bernardino, California, girlies. And he made headlines when moments into his performance, he was pelted with what I'm reading to be have been water bottles and garbage. Now there are clips of, I don't have a problem with this yet. So in case you're looking for did see clips of water bottles and other objects being thrown into his direction. But my first thought of this was like, this is rolling loud. The girls are rolling loud. Right?
Oh, yeah, they are.
So,
they smell loud.
I mean, that's why it's called that way. I mean, there's at least one of our good friends in their 30s that's currently like, oh. So, hey girl, here we are. And so I know that at a lot of these concerts, the girls just throw things. It's not even, it's not in protest of anything on stage sometimes. They just throw stuff. So I didn't take this as
zooted.
Exactly. And they're losing their fucking, and like, you should be drinking that water, in all honesty.
Right. You need it. I hope the bottles are empty because y'all are going to be very dehydrated.
Right.
Y'all be out there all day on all kind of pills. Piss is going to be purple. Please don't play. Please. They have them hydration stations set up for a reason. They do not want to have to cut y'all out of there. But if they throw in trash,
they go to pee and it makes the lightsaber sound. They piece it go zoom.
No. Your urine glow in the dark after rolling loud, okay? It's not enough water in the world to get y'all niggas back right. It's gonna take a minute. But yeah, I'd love to see the baby being disrespected. More of that, please. Inject it directly into my veins. Especially since Meg just graduated too a few days ago. So it's just like,
niggas don't be drinking water and they eat fucking
at all.
They eat nothing but
and
Nutty
they live
Buddies,
off of Funyuns.
Yep. Doritos, tacos, and drink beer. And now I'm picturing them going to piss.
Oh yeah, and they paint with all the colors of the wind.
It just comes out and goes, ah!
Oh yeah, dark orange urine. It's not supposed to be like that.
That's not what's supposed to happen.
It's not supposed to be like that. So please, if you go into these festivals, stay hydrated out there. Take care of yourself.
So the Chicago girls said Jussie Smollett's guilty. We're done here.
Oh, yes, sure is. Saw that.
We're done.
Well, yikes.
I honestly imagine that everyone in the courtroom besides Jussie was just cross-legged and cross-armed the entire time. Like, how long do we have to be here?
Probably. Because wasn't this like 3 years ago? That's so crazy to think about. But
yes, but like... most of them are like, what are we to draw for? We all hate him. Nobody here believes him, girl.
Oh, damn.
Like, what are we even doing this for? Anyways, so the girls say that she's guilty. We're not shocked. Given, the series of events. If you listen to the show here, I soups believed her when this first took place.
And I don't feel bad about it either.
I super don't.
You expect me to not believe a black gay person?
I'm going to continue. I'm sorry, likely to
I am.
take the word of niggas over, especially over the police and especially over incredibly corrupted police departments.
Normally y'all do too. Right. So I'm just not.
But it's fine.
I wonder what it is about Jussie that had so many of y'all switching up, but I also don't care.
But also,
I'm keep doing what I do.
The more that this blooming onion started to delayer, it was like, what is this?
Oh no, Jade sent me something the other day and I was like, why is every detail of this more crackheadish than the
like
prior?
The last it's like it literally was just like, oh, this sounds like some shit that would happen, to then like, what's going on here? And then by the time I'm reading like some of the details of what they're talking about in the courtroom, I'm just like, what? Can we just all right. Well, what's next, girls?
Right. I've said it a trillion times. The feds don't bring charges unless they know they got you. So just.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Not to, especially to this degree, bitch. Because it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if the girls were like, so firing squad? How are we approaching this? Because they hate mama. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm
sure they do
hate mama. So
I still don't think he deserves jail time. Like
he's not going to jail.
All he functionally did was lie. I don't think he deserves to go to jail for that. Like, I don't think it's that serious, but yeah, it is what it is. Sorry for you, bro. Don't know what
I'm not
possessed you to, I'm sorry for you because it was clearly something that you thought would garner a bunch of sympathy.
I'm still
thought it would be like a boost for your career, and I don't get it.
I still don't understand. I don't
understand the thought process behind that decision at all. Not at all.
But I'm also no longer interested.
Well, and that is fair because we definitely did defend him. So.
But as I said, I don't feel bad about that part. I just don't.
Oh, no.
No, I don't.
And
I'm like, okay.
It's black people versus the police. Guess who I'm going to believe until I have a reason to not? The nigger. Y'all can be ashamed of learning and changing your opinion after you acquire new information if you want to, but leave me out of that. I don't have no problem with learning. I love it.
I used to root for the baby and Iggy Azalea.
Listen, I was going to say, Olsen. Can we just look over all the people we have? Nicki Minaj, you used to be a barb. Like,
all right,
look back over the year. Don't do me, nigga. Yes, you did. But we have, we've championed a lot of people who then turned around and were like, fuck you and your entire lineage. And so
sometimes I think it's me.
What can be done? Sometimes I think it's this show. It's like when we come together and start talking.
The Illuminati or maybe the actual Illuminati. It's like, the Reed likes this person. I'm surprised that Adele hasn't said nigger yet. Or maybe we just haven't heard it.
Please. In 48 hours now, it's going to be some video of her cussing out her black boyfriend.
The fact that it hasn't happened yet is like, are you really a whistling clean? But then we got those Bantu nuts. So
maybe that was bad.
But I had a blast with that bitch. Y'all already know. Like I already told you, motherfuckers.
Shit.
Let me tell you something. And I'm sometimes guilty of this, but not as much as like Jamaican. They're Jamaicans. Jamaicans love that people love Jamaicans, and they love when like wealthy, established, lovable, usually like Hollywood white women love Jamaicans.
Mm-hmm. Is that where the Celine Dion thing came from? Or did y'all just decide to claim her? I actually don't know where the Celine Dion. I don't know how that started. I don't know if she said she loved y'all or what, but
I think it's mostly us.
I'd be having to remind myself, like, that woman does not have ties to Jamaica. As far as I know.
Literally, honestly, they were probably playing Celine Dion when I came out the puss. It's like, like, I don't understand it. My entire life as a Jamaican American musically consisted, besides, obviously Jamaican music.
Right, Jamaican artists, right.
Celine Dion, Mariah Carey's Christmas album, and The Preacher's Wife soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. What? Everybody loves The Preacher's Wife soundtrack. That brought the saved and the sinners together. Everybody play that. It's a beautiful piece of work.
Man, I miss black movie soundtracks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think.
Damn it.
I haven't even listened to that Bruised soundtrack.
It's fine.
I have not had time to do much of anything.
I mean, it's not that they don't happen anymore. They just don't really hit like they used to. Like every now and then we're like, we get one that's like, oh, this is actually pretty fire. Like this is well produced, and obviously like the intention here was to make a really good body of music.
Yeah, but we're not getting the soul food.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. Set it off.
We're not getting the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know.
It was just a moment. You were either there or you weren't. But yeah, Jamaicans do love.
they do
their various faves. And so, and Adele Adele did it. Like, she had the bra of the flag. Or the swimsuit top, whatever it was. She did it. And she said she deserved everything.
Listen, Black Americans were like, this is appropriation. And it is inappropriate. It is disgusting. It's like, Adele, we've been rooting for you. We were rooting for you, Adele. How could you? Meanwhile...
Jamaicans were like,
Jamaicans are back home. Like, Jamaica to the rule of the blood clot world. Yeah. Like, calling her Adelian, living it up.
Oh, boy.
Buying 21 again.
She said the Bantu knots fucked her hair right on up.
And she said they took her password back because of it. Did you see that?
Yes, they did. She said her team was like...
They walked in like Michelle Obama in that skit. She snatched that phone out of the Brockland. Give it this guy. Yep. Bitch, see, this is why we have... Because we knew you ghetto. We knew it.
The one photo she has ever posted of herself.
Most ghetto
won't be doing
white
this
bitch
again.
we ever done met. We already knew that. We knew this would be a problem.
Right. Because somebody on the team would have been like, keep that in the photo album. Do not.
Don't
and
do
I mean,
it.
Do not.
Don't you fucking do it.
I wonder, did they give her password back so she could go live? Or do they just... Does somebody open Instagram for her and be like, here?
She didn't seem to have fun with live, though.
No.
She would posting a photo that you know, from a time, that's straightforward. Not too many moving parts. Even that can get confusing if you're not used to it.
She did not understand going live at all.
That was like...
That was so funny.
Oh, it was so great. More of that.
It was. Because she was like, I see your comment. She was like replying to everybody, but doing it verbally and like...
That relatability. I love that she's like...
to join. And she's like, how do I? And like tapping on it all old like an Annie. Like, oh my God, Adele.
I love that she's like in my age range and committed to just being in my age range and not necessarily trying to make art that is reflective of, you know, the leading consumer, I guess, which is the TikTok generation.
Yeah, the Gen Z.
Because first of all, they don't care. Secondly, they're not stupid. They know when you're pandering to them. And like, thirdly, we need motherfuckers that are also in their 30s, 40s or whatever that are like, guess what? My knees hurt, but I also want to go out, but I don't. What do we do with that?
Right. And Gen Z will turn your song into a TikTok song if they want to.
And listen, and it doesn't have to be new, bitch. And that's the thing. It doesn't have to be new.
That clip they took from the Ludacris song, I was like, how did y'all even find it?
They doing this shit
and then turn this into a sound. What?
They doing this shit with verses too, trying to like reintroduce themselves to all of these kids. Meanwhile, these kids are like, shut the fuck up. We do what we want. We do what we want.
Yep. I truly do love to see it.
Going back and grabbing songs from fucking O-Town and then turning it number one. Like, just on a Thursday, like it's nothing. We're just in the second period and we decided that today we're going to get into Cleopatra.
The people born after 2000 are something else.
They're
really
just like making the best with what they've got. And can you blame them?
I mean, they see now what a lot of us only just started to see in the past 5 years. I mean, I guess we all saw it, but you know, they were 8 when it was happening, 10. So they're just like, oh, the world is fucked and fuck everything. These kids, they're not settling for no bullshit. And they're having a great time while they're doing it. So, you know, I'm entertained. Keep going. But what the hell were we talking about? What was this conversation about?
Jocelyn, she going to jail.
Adele? What?
Well, it started with Jussie being guilty, and then we transitioned into our curse. How we're cursed.
Oh yes, that's what it is.
You know, say kind things about people, and then
I know people be listening to this show like, these niggas. Somebody needs to be there to like flash a light or something.
Oh, girl, as long and old as this motherfucking program is at this point, bitch, you know we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, and we go on rants and then we talk about things in circles and circles, and then belch and go home.
Bullshit
right
all the time. Yeah. All right. Well, you know.
Well, that's it for the hot tops
Jussie.
This week. We're gonna go ahead and take a break and move on to your letters.
Hey y'all, today's episode is also brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. McDonald's is more than just a place for food. It's a place to chill out, close to home or close to campus. You know, if you've ever been in college or on a campus anywhere across the country, it is basically the unofficial student union. And when you're far from home, McDonald's is the place with food you know and the friends you're getting to know. If your Wi-Fi goes out in dorms, something that happened to me many, many times, McDonald's is always there providing free Wi-Fi to help get you through, submit that last assignment on Blackboard before the due date comes. And you always see a familiar face at McDonald's, whether it's fellow students or just a crew member who recognizes you because you're always there. You come through probably even multiple times a day because you know how you are. Somebody that you know is always there, and it's the best way to chill out after a day of classes, practice, or a long study session. Everybody knows McDonald's, period. Whether it's birthday parties, if it's the weekly hangout spot after church, if it's where you go to study, it is there in every community and there when you need it. When you need some satisfaction, McDonald's always comes through. So hit up your local McDonald's today. All right, let's get back to the show.
We're back, folks. It's time now to read your listener letters.
Yes, it is. Send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. Okay, let's see here. I am going to start this week with Ari. Ari says, I'm an immigrant to this country. I came when I was 19 and I got bamboozled into the American dream.
Like so many before you, doll.
Yes.
That's how to get
My
you.
family has been financially dependent on me since I moved 10 years ago. While I was in college, I worked random ass jobs to send money home, and it was exhausting, but I was always consistent. Fast forward to now, I work at an accounting firm and I am doing pretty well. The problem is that my family is still super dependent on me, and I feel a lot of immigrant guilt by coming to the U.S. and being able to live the way I do, which is not fancy, but it is comfortable. My mother especially has no sense of boundaries and will off the top ask for $700 in an emergency that I later find out was not urgent at all, like redoing her bathroom. And she will...
It's a little funny.
It is. And she will guilt trip me about how I left my family in the hood, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say or do.
What?
This is the shit I've been living with for the past decade, and it was just me and my little bubble before, but now I'm in a relationship. My boyfriend my boyfriend loves and adores me. He's serious about us building a life together, and he clocked the shit that my mom does very early on in our relationship.
I bet he did.
He has told me time and time again that I need to set boundaries with her or I will never get ahead financially. I feel like it's easy for him to say these things because he makes triple what I do and his family does not depend on him at all, and he does not understand the immigrant struggle. But still, he says if we get serious and are legally or financially bound to each other, he will not be enabling that kind of behavior. My first reaction was, nigga, I will block you and leave you if you ever talk about my mama like that again. But then I started thinking about
it. That is on marrying who once had a lamb that was small.
He might be onto something. So do I break up with this man that I could see myself marrying, or do I figure out what the fuck to do with my mom? Does he have a point, or is he being disrespectful? Thanks, Ari.
I love how this turned into how do I address this nigga who had the nerve to talk to me about talk to me like this rather than your mother siphoning money out of you and guilt tripping you because you moved to this shithole. Let me tell you something.
Right.
It sounded like you moved here with the intent on, you know, having a better life / sending home money to enhance the life of your family. Like, it sounds like you moved here to do the stuff you're doing in that regard.
I don't know that she expected to take care of her family for so long.
No, I don't mean like, right. I mean, it to me, it doesn't sound like you came here on some like, fuck you guys. And then like you later felt bad and were like, oh, well, let me, you know, when they ask me for some money, I guess I'll say, like, it sounds like you came here and were like, I'm going to set up, have a better life or whatever. And I'll try to help them, you know, in the meantime, since I'll have access to, you know, whatever. Like, it doesn't sound like you just came here and abandoned your family or whatever. So them trying to guilt you, I think it is a common tactic that families or people with families in different countries or abroad, whatever you want to say, I think that's a common tactic that families out of states use to be like, oh, well, you're over there with your Starbucks or your Wi-Fi and you're Deborah Messing and you think you're better than everybody.
Not Deborah Messing.
So, and that, you know what I mean? And then, like, I think that's one of the ways I think that people try to place control. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that he's not all the way wrong. I just feel like he should pipe down a taste. Specifically because, nigga, if you make thrice what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And you're good. And you also don't have the same dynamics within your family that I do. You don't understand. You can't understand or empathize with the nuances within this familial structure. That it's like, at least have a little compassion, understand that it's going to take me a little time to readjust and to get these niggas to readjust to the fact that I'm grown. I have my own family, not family, but you know what I mean? Like I have my own situation that I have to, that deserves its own like focus and respect. And the same way that I'm pouring into me and my family, my family should work as hard as they can to do the same. So I don't disagree with him, and I feel like his insight is right. Maybe his delivery could be a little bit better because the whole, oh, well, I'm not going to be enabling that if then beat the bricks, dog. What do I mean?
Right. If that's how you feel about it, because I mean, I agree. He doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to do, but it doesn't sound like you asked. It sounds like he was telling you, like, you need to figure this out because I'm not going to be doing this. And it's like, did I ask you to help me with this? Did I?
Exactly. It literally doesn't sound like you at all.
Yeah.
It sounds like you were on FaceTime with your mama and he overheard and decided to mansplain how financial literacy works.
Right. Which, you know, I mean, as somebody who also does not know anything about the immigrant struggle other than like what friends have told me or what I've seen on 90 Day Fiancé, like I don't know that life, and nobody on my family or in my family is dependent on me at all for anything, which I know is a huge blessing. Like I know that is a massive privilege.
Yeah.
So I try to stay out of situations where like I can't relate to whatever you're talking about. But I think both of y'all have a point. Like that's your mama, that's your family, and you can take your time with deciding what feels right to you as far as boundaries and whatever else. And he also can say, I'm not going to be attaching myself to somebody who is spending money in a way that I don't approve of. Now, you can feel however you want to about that. But he's allowed to say it same way you're allowed to say, well, fuck out of here, and I'm going to do whatever I want to with my money and my family. But you did say you can see yourself marrying him. And I think this is definitely a conversation that married people or people considering marriage should have. I mean, really way before you even sign the paperwork. So if y'all are really talking about getting engaged, then you do have to take his opinion into consideration. But he does also have to understand that you're dealing with some stuff that he doesn't have any experience with. And so, you know,
and that's also
let you decide how you gonna handle your family. And I mean, not now. It's not. Your money is not his business right now. When y'all get married, it will be, but not right now.
But what I'm like, I feel like having these conversations also requires reading in between the lines. And some of it, I think, it's not just about what you're saying, it's about how you're saying it. It's about where what you're saying is coming from as well.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck is asking you to enable any goddamn thing over here?
Exactly.
When you could just shut the fuck up and let me deal with my mama.
Right. Talking about he clocked it very early in y'all's relationship. Well, why did he even feel like it was his place to say something early in y'all's relationship about how you spend your money? Like, no, you know, there is
Who the fuck are you?
place.
Rolex?
And there's a way to talk
Richard
to people
Millay?
if you really care about them. Like,
Petite
you know,
Phillips? Who the fuck are you? Clocking things early on.
I get it, because that's a watch company.
Yeah, clocks. I could have said Flavor. So that's I think that you definitely need to prepare some sort of work in terms of how you're going to address your family and honestly, aside from money thing, because there's nothing wrong with sending money home to your family, helping them out financially at any point in life ever. I don't think it's something that should just be like, oh, at a point you just don't help your family out. You know what I mean? It's just obviously it's a communication thing that I think that's more important than anything in establishing, like Crystal said, boundaries and respect. Mm-hmm. Because it's very easy, especially when you're looked at as the one that's in the United States, you know, it's very easy for them to be like, oh, well, you live in the US or whatever. Clearly you know, should have. Oh, yeah. That happens on 90 Day Fiance all the time. And it's like, all the time. Have you heard of y'all this place, girl?
Because it's ghetto over here too, girlies. I get that it's different over yonder, and I'm not going to argue that, but you know, it's just not.
And maybe I lied a second ago goes further back
home, but
90 Day Fiance it's entertaining, but it's also that show excellent. Is a mess and it's problematic.
It's excellent. I won't argue, but I do adore it nonetheless.
Those producers are
8
awful.
Different versions of it too. Oh yeah, terrible. Almost as bad as MTLC producers. Did you see that clip? Never mind. It's so bad. No, it's terrible. A lot of these reality show producers are predatory as fuck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they pick people who are in really fucked up situations and exploit them for dollars. And unfortunately, the programming be so entertaining that we be like, I'm putting all 8 versions of this show on my DVR. Like,
but they don't even be knowing like the machinations of like the Hollywood beast and all of the ways that they're being exploited and what all of these things, you know what I mean? They just like trying to live their life.
Y'all be getting $200 an episode to get embarrassed every day, every week for 6 months. It's just like,
and then some fucking 10-year-old makes more money compiling it into a 6-minute montage with you and whoever the fuck else has been on this goddamn thing for however many years. Like they make 3 million times more than you just making clips of you arguing with your quote unquote fiance during like when they should be paying attention in fucking, I don't know, language arts.
They got you on Zoom with Sean Robinson doing a fucking reunion show. Like, what do you mean reunion? We're not even, like, the castmates are just on the show at the same time. It's not like they live together or nothing, but reality TV, man, it is hell. And again, we have diverged from the point, but
I forgot what it was.
Yeah, if you really see yourself marrying this man, then I say think about, and you know, you said that your family is super dependent on you. You feel like your mother has no sense of boundaries and she takes advantage of you. So you do have to decide what you feel comfortable with doing, and then go from there. And yeah, best of luck, because I know that can't be an easy decision to make. But let's move on to our next question. It comes from Frida, who says, my best friend and I have been friends for about 8 years, and she's been there through breakups, jobs, kids, you name it. I've been dating this new guy for about 6 months, and we talk about him a lot. One day we were on the phone blabbing, and she randomly came out and said she bought my nigga some candles from Bath and Body Works because she remembered last week that he says he likes them. Confused, I asked her, girl, why you buy them candles? She said, because she was already at Bath and Body Works, and then basically blew off my concerns.
Oh,
I definitely felt away. And I told her to return them candles and get something for herself. She again became dismissive and said, girl, they're just candles. Relax. We haven't talked since then. I think it's weird for my friend to buy my man anything. So how would y'all handle this? Should I just let it slide or should I say something? Thanks for the advice. Love the show, Frida. I adore this email.
I'm having a great time.
I love it. And this is great. So what would you do if your friend overheard your man saying how much he liked Bath and Body Works candles and then bought that nigga some candles during the $4 sale or whatever they had going on last week?
So I think that I would probably begin thoughts on my approach after I ring the doorbell.
Oh my God.
Because I'm coming to your house.
Wow.
And I'm going to take the candles myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And depending on your delivery, we'll decide whether I light them right then and there and use the flames to burn your home to the ground. Okay, I'm being extra. No, I seriously would be like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, why are you buying my nigga candles? What that do you honestly not see why that's weird?
I don't. I mean, I don't. I think that is perfectly reasonable.
To buy your friend's new nigga some candles because they said they like candles randomly?
If I'm already at Bath and Body Works,
what the fuck does that have to do with this nigga that you already there?
It's thoughtful. And it's not like she went out of her way to spend like $100 on a candle.
Bitch, you lucky if I think to say hello to your ass when I see you, bitch.
Oh my God. No. See, people who are attracted to men are crazy because that is crazy. It is a fucking candle. I would have said, girl, they are just candles. Relax. Same way your friend. I would have said, bitch, if it make you feel better, you can come get them and pretend like you got the candles for your man and wrap them up, like whatever.
My nigga don't need no goddamn candles from none of us, bitch. He can go into the motherfucking Bath and Body Works on candle sale day and get them 60% off like the rest of you motherfuckers. I don't understand why you being down at the back. That's like if your nigga was like, I love steaks. And I was like, ooh, I just happened to be down at STK, so I decided to go ahead and get you a steak. What the fuck, bitch?
Please do. Have it sent straight to the house. Please.
Get what the fuck
Please
you are at Bath and Body Works for yourself. Bitch, that's what you do. That's what the fuck you do. If your nigga says that he loves pop sockets, I'm not going to be like, well, I happen to be at Target. Weirdo.
Are you kidding? It's called being a thoughtful person.
Think about your motherfucking self. You think about you, bitch. You think about whoever the fuck had you down at the motherfucking Bath and Body Works in the first place. Buying my nigga gifts. Have you lost your goddamn dome piece,
If
bitch?
I'm already there and I see the candles on sale and you're man
like,
says something, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
Your man said that he likes candles. Let me buy him some.
This is really crazy. You know, Jade's husband.
Let's rewind.
Wanting to learn
how long
more
has
about
she
statistics.
been with this person?
And I gave him 6 months, so not a long time.
How long has she been with this person in this letter?
I said 6 months. It's not a long time.
If you bought something for Tristan,
I didn't even buy it. I gave him something.
I
gave him my
husband of years.
But I would have done that for anybody because it's not like I'm still using it. It's not like I need it. I have everything I need from that textbook. I would give it to yo man if he
wouldn't keep it.
Y'all are on correct. Okay.
I mean, if you gave my nigga a gift, like honestly, odds are that I would not feel no kind of way because
right. I mean, we're not, that's not going, I mean, but still like lesbians, I would still, if your girlfriend said,
I would never buy your bitch
love that lavender candle
thing. Let me tell you something. If your nigga was like, oh, I love, I love champion basketball shorts. I'm not going to be like, I just happened to be at Macy's.
I mean, if they're on sale and it's not like I had to really go out of my way for it.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do? I would be like, hey, bitch, guess what? The nigga uniform is on sale down at the Macy's. You want to come? You might want to pop down here and cop something for your stud spin. Make it a blockbuster night. That's what I would do. Wrong with that. You girls are out of order.
No, it's not.
And bound.
It's just not. Do you think your best friend is trying to steal your nigga with candles? Do you really think
Who knows what anybody is out is doing these days? Might be a multiverse situation. All of you girls are weird. I don't trust none of y'all bitches.
That is I'm so sorry. That is ridiculous. It is like
my nigga that I just got. My nigga that I just got. If we're talking about somebody that I've been in a relationship with, I don't even know if I like this bitch yet. The fuck you buying them gifts for? You act like
I gave him something. So you act like I got a mold of my pussy made.
I don't give a fuck if they are peanut M&Ms, bitch. And what are you buying them for that nigga for? I want to remind you again that your niggas at best are lucky if I dap them up when I see them. And I'm talking 12 months deep. Because I don't want you to at all get comfortable enough to think if and when this is done, that you can talk to me about the weather, bitch. Because you can't. And I don't want you to think, oh, well, there was that one time that Fury went down and got me the cherry blossoms. And I thought that was so thoughtful. So I could probably hit him up now that things are on the outs and ask if he can talk to the doll baby in my favor because, she won't pick up the phone. We aren't friends.
Oh, my God. We don't have to be friends for me to be a thoughtful person. And again,
you know what's thoughtful?
Like I'm breaking the bank. If I'm already at Bath and Body Works and I see a candle and you mention
we are all already at Bath and Body Works, here's a scenario. Here's a scenario. I'll throw you a bone.
Y'all are wild.
We're all at Bath and Body Works. All of us. We're all together. We're going shopping. It's friendship. And I'm like, oh, girl, I love these candles. Oh, they're so great. I love these candles. I can't get enough of these in passing. And then, you know what I mean? Okay, I fucked this up in this scenario. If my nigga was like, I love these candles or whatever in passing, and then you bought him the candles because we were right. Actually, bitch, what are you talking about? Fury, shut your motherfucking ass up.
Y'all are so crazy.
What you're going to do is you're going to stay over there, girlfriend. That's what you're going to
do. Y'all are. It's a candle. I would not be getting this pressed.
I don't give a fuck if it is stuffed crust pizza.
Great. Yum. Delish.
I don't give a fuck if they're Skittles.
So how would you handle this with the friend who bought candles for your man?
At that point, it's in my nigga's court. Because you're playing a game.
She didn't even tell the nigga. She told her. It's not even like she went behind your back and gave him to the nigga. That's how you already know. But didn't you say that she said something underhanded about it?
Did she say like, oh, you can come get the candles, or did you say that? You said that.
I said that.
All right. She was talking about they're just candles, calm down. All right, then give them to him then. Give them to him then. So, at that point. Okay,
so you don't care then?
No, I didn't say that. I said give it to him. Give them to him. Give them to him.
Oh,
I want to see this. I want to see this play out. Give them to him.
And I can't imagine him being anything other than surprised and grateful. Wow, thank you. That's really thoughtful. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas.
Great.
Like, 'tis the season for doing nice things for people. Are you serious?
It's just both of your luck that I happen to have some matches and some lighter fluid.
And I'm sure a lot of people agree with you. I'm sure they do. I'm sure a lot of people are like,
actually like, I'm not this crazy. I'm being extra because I'm high. But like, I think it's weird. I do think it's weird. I think it is weird to buy your friend, unless again it is a situation like you and I, where odds are I'm going to be dating I'm going to be dating someone that you are not attracted to, and vice versa.
The people we are partnered with are nothing alike. They would never be attracted to each other or anything like that.
I don't know why you would want to buy your nigga, like your friend's nigga, their nigga that they've been dating for 6 months. Who can, like.
It's a $4 candle.
I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
$10 candle, whatever.
Especially then. So that nigga could go down to the wherever the fuck and buy them candles his motherfucking self. You're weird.
So it don't even have to be all that. But since it bothers you so much as your friend, or what I would recommend you do, Frida, is tell her that, you know, you've had some time to think about it. Y'all haven't talked since this conversation, which is really funny. So I would talk to her, and so I would talk to her and be like, I just want you to know that, like, I felt a way about that because it kind of feels like maybe you trying to sneak around and give my man some pussy. And so
this is not what you gonna do. No,
but it's clearly because it's clearly the only reason you feel weird about it or upset about it is because you think this bitch is trying to move in.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
So what could it possibly be?
It's just weird, bitch. Can it not just be?
But
weird?
It has to be weird for a reason. There has to be a reason for it to be weird.
I just feel like it's overstepping. It's weird. It's weird.
How is a candle overstepping? Especially
okay, hold on.
She did not go behind your back to give your man this candle.
No, she told you.
Right. So then it's all the more reason. It's like, why would you trip off of this?
I think it's weird.
Yeah, because you think that they trying to get your man.
I'm not saying that. But again, you have to understand. What I have the mindset of, like, at best 6 months in, like, we might all go out together and I will, like, laugh at whatever dumb joke you told and, like, genuinely enjoy your presence and not be completely cold when you speak to me. And it's not because I was gonna say it's not because I'm a raging bitch, but I am. It's like not just that. It's because, like I said, I don't know if you're gonna be sticking around, bitch. And when you go on, don't speak to me.
Okay.
I'm not team you. I don't like crossing signals. And it's the same thing. If I'm in a relationship, if I'm dating somebody and we break up, don't call them bitch because they can't help you. Nobody. No one over there. No, I don't give a fuck when nobody is talking about. I'm on me time. I'm on whatever time I'm talking about.
I just don't think it has to be that big of a deal. I would have told my friend about it. I would have assumed my friend was level-headed and was like, bitch, that is so nice.
That is so nice that you bought my nigga romantic gifts.
Romantic gifts? It's a candle. It is a candle. It's not roses.
One of the most essential
it's not a private cruise for two, a sunset cruise around the river. It is a fucking candle in a store full of a bunch of other shit that smells exactly like that candle. Like,
so you put them in a
every
gift
mall
bag,
in America,
and I'm gonna and you're calling me about them so that I can come and pick them up and then give them to him.
If you want to, okay. Yes, that's what I mean. I just think the fact that she was not sneaky or underhanded about it means that you can. This is your best friend. Again, I just don't think that you have a reason to distrust her motives for it. I think it's
for me, it's not even about like, oh, you're trying to fuck my man. You never know.
Right. Okay.
But I'm just like, why? I would do that for someone that's like, again, like if you were married or if you've been together for an amount of time where it's like, oh, this person doesn't seem like they're going anywhere, then maybe 6 months in, I might cover the bill at Cheesecake Factory for a nigga and you.
So you would cover the bill at Cheesecake Factory, but a candle is out of line?
Yeah, but I do that for all.
The Cheesecake Factory bill is way more expensive.
Yeah, but I do that all the time. Covering a bill for food. It's not the price. You playing the game. And this is how motherfuckers get cussed out. And that's the problem now. Talking about some ladies, you should just tell her, I think you trying to fuck my man. You trying to set her up to go and talk to this bitch and have her go back and be like, girl, you sound crazy. Oh my God. No, I shouldn't have to say nothing to you. I shouldn't have to come and talk to you again, bitch. You should already know just on GP crazy. That this is strange. You should know that. I should have to say,
go ahead and tell your friend that you don't appreciate.
You want me
tell
to
her
come
that you do
and talk to you about this so you can say that I'm crazy. Well, guess what? Guess what, bitch? I am crazy.
We know.
Now
we know.
what?
We know. And so if somebody came to me and was like, honestly, I just felt very weird that you heard my man saying something and then you saw that thing in the store and were thoughtful and picked it up for him. I just didn't like it.
Is this for
And
Christmas?
So, please don't do. I mean,
you got
I
him the candles for Christmas?
I got him
you
the
should have
candles.
slept
She didn't
with
say that. She didn't say Christmas though. She just said, I was there. I saw the fucking candle and I got it. And if somebody came to me and they were really pissed that I was thoughtful, then I would say, friend, you never have to worry about me doing this again.
Work.
And let's leave it there. Since
and it's left.
Since you feel threatened
it's
over
left
a candle,
right there.
A candle. That means you don't trust me or your
fossilized
you
in
feel
place.
Threatened over a candle.
It's left.
Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I will not do it again. Right. You win. Absurd is what this is. Golly. And I know y'all like, that's exactly like you feel threatened. You feel like I'm trying to move in on your dick. It's just
weird.
But it's weird for a reason, friend. It's not weird in a vacuum.
I don't know.
It's weird because you feel like I'm trying to sneak around and do something inappropriate with your man.
Since I was literally college, I've just always been like, this is here, that's there. And it's not until niggas speak. And I'm not even just talking about on my side. Again, it could be your nigga. And it's like, oh, hey. And guess what? Well, every time my friends have broken up with somebody and they get to calling around friends and getting on their nerves and trying to get back, guess who they don't call? Me, bitch. Never. No, they have. I'm always in the group chat or whatever talking about, oh, this nigga been on my phone or came to my house or whatever. Guess who they did not reach out to? Me, bitch.
And that's fine. That's fine. If somebody's ex nigga reaches out to me, I can handle that. That's not going to have a significant impact on my day. That's fine. I can handle that.
Oh, so you can buy me candles, but you can't pick up the phone when I'm really in crisis.
Shows correct, what kind of person
you really
correct.
Are. That shows your heart. That shows what kind of person you really are.
And I'll be that.
That's what
difference do it make to me?
That's what you're gonna do.
Why would I care about you saying that? I literally don't care. Even if he was like being nice. Like if I said, if somehow the candle deal went through and I dropped him off or whatever, and he was like, oh, this is so sweet. Thank you so much. I would be like, don't get too mushy, nigga. It's just a fucking candle. Like, I feel like, Frida, I think you need to investigate why this bothered you so much, but clearly it does. And so I would say talk to your friend about it. Don't let your 8-year friendship dissolve because of something that is so.
And you know what else you shouldn't let happen?
Inconsequential.
You shouldn't let this bitch, just because she's been in motherfucking psychology school for 18 years at this point, make you motherfucking think like there's anything wrong with you just having some questions and maybe a few concerns when it comes to this approach.
But she answered your questions and you were still like, I don't like it. So, okay, ask yourself why you don't like it then.
And
do you
that's
not trust
fine.
Your friend? Do you not trust your man? You have some hard questions to ask yourself, because I would just be like, well, I cannot believe you really thought about that nigga. He ain't all that, but okay, I'll come get him. Like, and that would be that.
Mm-hmm.
But you handle it however you want to, Frida. You let us know how that goes. And I am going to end the questions right there. That is enough of the questions for this week. If you have one for us, send it to asktheread@gmail.com. We're going to take another quick break and be right back. Hey guys, this week's episode of The Read is also brought to you by ZipRecruiter. Everybody loves ZipRecruiter because it is one of the best places to go find you a job, and you can do it all with just one click. Same way you can unlock or lock your car doors, change a channel, watch a movie. So many things in this world that we live in today are able to be completed with just one click of a button. And now you can do even more, like find a job you love. And it starts at ZipRecruiter.com today. When you create a free profile with ZipRecruiter, they send you jobs that match your skills and experience. If you see a job you like, you can apply to most of the jobs that ZipRecruiter sends you with just one click. No more filling out lengthy applications, which is the worst part of the application process. It is all that easy. Think about all the time you can save with ZipRecruiter's one-click apply feature. So now you get time to do the things you would rather do. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated job site by G2. So let ZipRecruiter make your job search easier. Sign up for free at ZipRecruiter.com/easy today. Again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/easy right now to sign up absolutely free and put ZipRecruiter to work for you. Let them know Kid Fury and Crystal sent you, and let's move on.
Well, hello there. This is Claudette representing Greater Mount Zion over the rainbow and inside of the Lord's Rolls Royce Baptist Church. Let me tell you something, girls. The holidays are here. They're here and they are raring, ready to go. And I know that I'm so tired of all of these kids running around saying, Mama, I want gizzards, Auntie, I want neck bones. I don't have time for all that. Okay, I'm not putting up with it. So I told them this holiday season, we're getting into HelloFresh because they offer 50 menu and market items to choose from every single week, including vegetarian, calorie smart, and gourmet options. When I'm feeling my Beyonce, okay? HelloFresh meals are ready in around 30 minutes or less. Because let me tell you something, I don't have time for these kids. I don't have time for that husband, and I don't have time for my boyfriend either. I've got to go get these press-on nails and this wig and hit the casino where real love is. Plus, with HelloFresh's quick and easy meals, I can get these recipes done in 20 minutes. Low prep, easy cleanup options. I can get this food on the table and get out of this damn house and party this holiday season. All right, pass the Cavassier, girlfriends. All right. Let me tell you something else. You can save on average over $65 a month when you order HelloFresh, just like I've done. That's $65 that I could spend on a little bit of sativa. You know that's what I be doing. So go to HelloFresh.com/314 and use code 314 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's HelloFresh.com/314 and code THE314 for up to 14 free meals and 3 free gifts. And let me tell you something. Don't ever say that Claudette of the church didn't do nothing for you. All right, so we're back. It is time for us to do the read now. It is. And so we're going to do that after we do.
I know you are shit.
Kid Fury's Sport Shorts, yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Welcome back, girls, to another edition of Kid Fury Sports Shorts. The moment in the show where I, Kid Fury, discuss, profess, and expand and improve upon all things sports and sports discussions. Very quickly today, we're going to talk about the hottest discussion, the hottest topic and debate, hot take, if you will, going on in the National Basketball Association. And that is the fact that Stephen Curry, father of famed celebrity and idol Riley Curry.
Not his name, but okay.
Stephen, also known as Stephen Curry. But mostly known as the father of celebrity icon and living legend Riley Curry,
it's true,
is now the the king and leading legend in the 3-point shooting regime and moment.
Okay. Yep.
He has surpassed Hall of Famer basketball person Ray Allen, star of 1998 Spike Lee basketball drama He Got Game, which also stars Denzel Washington, in which, from what I remember when I snuck and watched it, when my daddy bought it on home video, I believe he has sex in a Ferris wheel with Rosario Dawson at some point. I don't know, refresh my memory, girls at home. But the point is that Ray Allen was the 3-point girl, no longer divas, because as of Tuesday night, Stefan Curry has become the new 3-point GOAT, as the kids say, having 2,974 of those girls in his belt to his name.
Wow.
Which is more than the other person. Diva. Know that, as well as the fact that his father is named Dell, not the computer, no relation to that. Dell Curry is what they call him. He himself is a basketball legend and icon and significant shooting performer. And also let it be known that Mr. Curry, Stefan specifically, not Dell. Okay. Stephen made a 3-pointer in 152 back-to-back consecutive basketball games. At least one a game, 152 times.
It's incredible.
As of December of 2018. Who else? Congratulations to Stephen Curry, Stephen Curry, and Riley, as well as Ryan. And what the baby name? Conan?
Sure. I actually don't.
And the youngest one. And yes. Welcome. Speaking of basketball, Candace Parker, lesbian, married lesbian, who announced marriage on Instagram just 7 hours ago today. Happy anniversary, she said, and then is this Russian?
Yeah, I think her wife's Russian, and that's the Russian spelling of her name. I think. I don't know, though. It could be a Russian word for, like, sweetheart.
Her partner, Anya Petrakova, who is also pregnant with a baby at the moment, is married to Candace Parker. And they've celebrated their love and made it Instagram official. She said, "I got to marry my best friend in front of our close family and friends. My heart could have exploded. I cried like a baby. To know me or you is to know our love." Well, that's lesbian. Do you have no?
Ain't it?
To know either one of them.
Very lesbian of y'all.
The journey has been easy. I'm proud of us and what we've built. Thank you for always loving Layla as your own, being calm, and here they are being cute in their white gowns and gay.
Yeah, gay.
Also, basketball badass diva champion extraordinaire, and now white, gay, pregnant wife. Icon living. That's it for the Kid Fury sports shorts today, girls.
What the hell?
You're welcome. Do you have any questions? Didn't think so. Took way too long.
Something about asking you questions about something you clearly don't know anything about. It's just
wow, disrespectful, disgusting, and untrue. At some point, you're going to have to graduate from this poor, wretched way of thinking and accept the fact that I'm excellent at my job as a sports analyst and as well as translating sporting to the girls who may be more intimidated.
Amazing.
And are looking for an entry point but can't find one because all they can find to speak to are people like you who speak down on them.
Oh, do we?
Yes. So they have to go to experts like myself that will be kind.
Okay. So then who in the league now do you think could ever come close?
Sweetheart, I asked you if you had a question. I asked you if you had a question.
And I'm asking.
And you used
one player.
that moment instead to mock me as well as my hard work and my position in the industry. So what we're actually going to do is take this opportunity to move on from the hate train. And maybe the next time I ask you if you have a question, you'll have one. And you won't use that moment to spew more vitriol and poison.
Okay, you got it.
Well, that's my read. Well, what's yours?
Oh, is it? Amazing. Incredible stuff. What a segment, as always.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Real quickly from me this week, I just want to say a very quick fuck you to Faison Love.
Oh my God, that was what I was going to do.
Is it really?
Yes. Go for it. I have another one.
Because it was just so haterish and out of nowhere. And
so unnecessary.
So fucking weird. Like, so if you don't know, Faison Love went on Instagram and posted like a side-by-side picture of him and Nicole Byer and said, so after very long consideration, I felt the only way to get a Netflix special is to become an unfunny Black woman. My new name is Nicole Byer. This is my transformation. Like, okay, well.
Which, like, the fact that wasn't even funny is telling.
Yeah, I'm like, so you talking about she's not funny, but this is.
It wasn't even a joke.
Right. Also, if this was supposed to be hilarious, it's not. You don't have to like Nicole Byer's comedy. You can feel like it's not for you, but to come out of nowhere with this and to be like, well, the only way you can get a Netflix special is to be an unfunny Black woman. It's just like, how many unfunny Black women do you think have Netflix specials? And is it not like, is it not the case that there are way more? Period. Right. Period. Like, of all the people you could have came for, y'all sit there and let Dave Chappelle's very unfunny, most recent shit
You are
rock.
lining it up.
Like, it is absolutely nothing. And yet Nicole Byer, who ain't did shit to nobody, who don't hurt nobody's feelings, you either like her comedy or you don't, but like, you came out of nowhere for this. And meanwhile, sir, I perused your IMDb, okay? The nigga most known for Friday should really keep it the fuck cute right now. Other notable roles in something called She-Ball, Step Up High Water, Dog Star High School 2. I mean, a very limited recurring role on Blackish. Like, don't do Nicole.
Faison Love is
borderline entertaining. Borderline.
I think the nigga is funny. I think the nigga has the capacity to be funny. I can't look at Faison Love and legitimately be like, oh, you ain't shit when it comes to like placement in comedy whatsoever. He hasn't had like mainstream success or roles in a long time, obviously, but I could say the same thing for a lot of like excellent Black comics and stuff. So like, my thing is, as you said, for what? Like, first of all, like you just said, Dave Chappelle just put out that special full of fucking prohibition era ass jokes and preaching, and you know that's God tier. But there's also so many non-Black comics that have specials that are not funny. Because again, you can feel whatever I haven't seen Nicole Byer's special, so I don't know whether it's funny or not. And I would be honest about how I felt about it. To be honest, I'd like, I could take it or leave it. It's really not that big a deal. But what I am absolutely certain of, as someone who has watched comedy specials on Netflix and other places, there are countless specials of mostly people that are not Black on Netflix that aren't funny. So the fact that you picked Nicole Byer and singled her out and then specified I should be an unfunny Black woman, to me is like, are you good? I mean, clearly not. I mean, obviously not. Right. But like,
right.
Why?
So unnecessary, really. And I just want Faison Love to know that Nicole Byer didn't take nothing from you. It's not like you were going to get offered this Netflix special, but they were like, oh, Nicole Byer. I just think like you were in no danger of being in her position.
Spill the tea.
So just work on whatever you're doing. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. And don't worry about that Black woman who is thriving with or without your approval.
Show us the email. Because
it was very unnecessary. It was stinking ugly.
Hey, Faison.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen because we don't care.
So
we don't.
Loved Friday. Chili cheese freedom. Great movie. So we know that we were talking about giving you a Netflix special, but actually Nicole Byer came in. She urinated on your highlight reel and we said we love it. So fuck off. Yep. Never come back. Like,
you would swear that's what happened. And it's just not. I don't know what possessed you. I really don't get it. Of all the people you could have came for.
So many.
Deliberately target another
people.
Dark-skinned Black person is just like, why?
For why
this woman of all the people? You don't have to like her comedy. Again, it's not about whether you like her comedy. Because she definitely gives me very like, this is for, mostly white audiences. Like, honestly, a lot of the girls do.
She definitely
it's
gives
not
me
about
like,
that.
This
it's
comedy
really
is
not
for
about
the Abby,
that.
but I agree. It isn't about that.
But
it doesn't have to be for me. Why do you have to go out of your way?
Right. Your lane can be whatever it is. And I don't have to deliberately go out of my way to shit on a Black woman doing her best and making her way in a very racist, sexist, horrible industry in the first fucking place. Like, of all the people you could have came for, Nicole fucking Byer, really?
Because even outside of like Netflix specials, I'm sure that she's booking more than you are regardless. Like,
I'm 100% sure. I feel like she's in every animated show I watch.
I mean, not even just shows. I'm talking about like shit. I'm talking about like stand up. Like, I'm sure she like.
Oh,
she's you know what I mean? Because there's at the moment there is a market for Nicole Byer. Whether you are whoever that may be, whether they are white, gays, Black folk, green folk, purple, I don't give a fuck who it is. Wherever somebody thinks Nicole Byer is funny, whatever. We do this all of the time where there is a comic that is doing really well and is having their special, having their season or whatever, and we're like, oh, that person's not funny. And everyone is entitled to that opinion. But like you're saying, it's like, why pick out this Black woman in her season and go out of your way and use your platform to not only shit on her, but open up the door for other people to shit on her for her to see if she decides. I mean, and I don't even know what kind of skin she has. Nicole Byer could literally not give a fuck about any of this. You know what I mean? But I don't.
She replied to the post and was like, thanks for directing people to my Netflix special or something like that. But I mean, even if she does have, like really thick skin and isn't easily upset or hurt or offended, I just don't know why you thought that this was an appropriate or a rational thing to do. Again, Nicole Byer's not taking nothing away from you. Right. So why don't you just sit back in the cut, wait for them to start casting for Soul Plane 6 or whatever, and don't worry about what niggas who stay booked are doing. How about you do that?
Niggas therapy.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because it was just out of line for no reason.
It's fine, sweetheart. You don't I understand, first of all, I understand the draw, the appeal of getting a Netflix special. It's Netflix, it's money.
Yeah, it's huge, right?
All of that stuff. But as I said, it's not like somebody would have said to me on a random Tuesday, hey, Faison Love. And I would have been like, whom? I haven't heard of Faison Love since Baps. Like I would be like, oh yeah, I know that. I literally 2 days ago was referencing his character in Friday because it's fucking Friday. So like, just because, and I don't know your situation or whatever, but just because you are not in a situation where you're not satisfied with whatever is going on with your career whatever your agents are doing or not doing doesn't mean that you should shit on somebody else that is just minding their own motherfucking business, especially a Black woman. Why? A Black man, a Black
woman
anybody.
who ain't hurting nobody. Like, she's not Candace Owens. She's a Black girl who's not hurting nobody.
Right. I mean, again, I haven't watched the special. She could be on there being like, let me tell you something.
I doubt it. I think if she was on there on her Dave Chappelle shit, we probably would have heard about it by now. But like, wow. This was just a bitch ass move, Faison. Do better.
I thought it was.
And that's it.
Unkind
for me.
And unnecessary.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. Completely.
All right. I was just going to do that, but
oh yeah, no, you can let your sports shorts can definitely be your read this week. Amen and Ashe. That will wrap up this week's episode. Check us out at thisistheread.com and follow us on social media at thisistheread. I believe the tickets went on sale today for the thing we're doing at the Kennedy Center with Issa and them. Wish I knew how to tell y'all to get tickets. I don't actually. Let me see. Did Alex post the link or something? Because I actually don't know. Oh yeah, go to kennedycenter.org to find the tickets.
Are there tickets left?
Oh, what? I don't know. I
don't think there are tickets left. Well, let me look.
Oh, never mind, girl. It says sold out. I was just playing, but. Yeah, so if you bought your tickets, then we will. Okay, never mind. So yeah, make sure you're vaccinated and you have your fucking masks because you won't be allowed indoors without them. But yeah, we will see everybody who bought tickets there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see y'all next week.